Greetings, dear learners. This is Faculty of Psychology at SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur, Rajasthan. And in this video, we are going to learn about the variations in psychological attributes. I am going to give you an introduction of this chapter. First of all, we are going to talk about individual differences in human functioning. First, we are going to talk about the variability, which is based on physical and psychological characteristics. Now, variations are differences that people have and anything which makes us different from the other person. And it could be physically, like our height, weight, strength, hair color, and it could be our psychological differences such as intelligence, dullness, submissive, creative, outgoing, etc. Individual differences refer to distinctiveness and variations among people's characteristics and behavior patterns. It is what makes us different from other people. Now, persons differ according to their skills and abilities, personality, perceptions, attributes, attitudes, values, and ethics. Now, there is another term which is very important in order to understand the topic. We have situationism, which states that situations and circumstances in which one is placed influence one's behavior. That is the environment, our organization, our job, our work group, our personal life. The situationist perspective views human behavior as resulting from interaction of external and internal factors. Psychological assessment is a very important topic in this chapter. Assessment helps us to understand various psychological attributes, and it helps us to measure them also. So assessment is the first step in understanding a psychological attribute. Assessment refers to the measurement of psychological attributes of individuals and their evaluation, often using multiple methods in terms of certain standards of comparison. Psychological assessment uses systematic testing procedures to evaluate abilities, behaviors, and personal qualities of individuals. That's why it is very important to understand this psychological assessment. And because of this, there are various tests that we have developed that are intelligence test, attitude measurement, and etc. There are several types of psychological attributes, and we have categorized them into two broad types. First is formal assessment. It is objective, standardized, and organized. Psychologists are trained in making formal assessment of psychological attributes. The second most important type is informal assessment. It varies from case to case, from one assessor to another, and therefore is open to subjective interpretations. Usually it is done by our parents, peers, that are our friends, or our teachers. Significance of assessment. Assessment is very important because it helps us to predict future behavior, and it also helps us to intervene a change if behavior is undesirable. Evaluation of strengths and weaknesses of an individual is also done by assessment. Assessment assesses personality characteristics, and it is used for recruitment and various selection processes. Here we are going to discuss some domains of psychological attributes. Now, there are 5 types of main domains of psychological attributes that we are going to discuss in this video. But first, we need to understand some features about these domains. These psychological attributes are not linear or unidimensional. These are expressed in terms of dimensions, and these are multidimensional. For assessment, or we can say for complete assessment, we need to assess how an individual functions in various domains such as cognitive, emotional, social, etc. As I've already told you that there are 5 domains that we are going to discuss. First is intelligence. Intelligence is the global capacity to understand the world, think rationally, and use available resources effectively when faced with challenges. It provides a global measure of a person's general cognitive competence, including the ability to profit from schooling. The next one that we are going to discuss is aptitude. Aptitude refers to an individual's underlying potential for acquiring skills with training. It helps in understanding or assessing potentials of people, and it also helps us to predict strengths and weaknesses of others and also of ourselves. The third that we are going to discuss is interest. It is an individual's preference for engaging in one or more specific activities related to others. It is used to help decide on courses that we want to pursue and the career that we want to pursue and the jobs that we like and what are our likes and dislikes. So, next, it helps us in making the choices that promote life satisfaction and our performance on jobs. The fourth one that we are going to discuss is personality. It refers to relatively enduring characteristics of a person that makes her or him distinct from others. It is used to assess an individual's unique characteristics, and it helps us to explain an individual's behavior and predict how she and he will behave in future. The last one that we are going to discuss are values. Values are enduring beliefs about an ideal mode of behavior that we learn from our society and how we should behave in our society, etc. And it helps us to determine the dominant values of a person. It helps us to understand whether the person has values of being honest or dysfunctional or social, etc. I hope that you've understood everything that I've explained here today. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video as much as you can. And please press the like button. Thank you.